Well, thank everybody for coming. We're obviously excited to get back at it. I thought we had a great regular season last year, having only one loss in the regular season, and a little bit disappointed going to the playoffs, losing in the first round. We kind of played in that last game as I thought we might early in the year. Good part is a lot of these players from last year's team are coming back, and we have a new large group of freshmen on the team. It's been exciting to have them and see their faces and kind of try to figure out what they do and who they work with the best as far as combinations of midfield, attack, and defense. So it's been kind of a learn as we go with the younger guys, although we feel good about the upperclassmen that we have coming back. So we're excited for the 2011 season and I'd like to open that up for questions. I think it's similar. I think that you've got seniors that their freshman year won a national championship, their sophomore year won a national championship, very high expectations for themselves, and to win, to lose in the first round of the playoffs after having such a great regular season, I think was a big disappointment for the group, and as a result have come back with a similar motivation. Yes. He is. He's had a very good fall and only been going out in one day here, but has come back with great enthusiasm. Looks really healthy. Probably his biggest asset is his quickness and his change of direction, and that's all there. And to have graduated Chris Daniello, who was probably our best Dodger last year, who came up and really rose to the occasion and surprised us. And then with he and JoJo last year, double threat, plus we can move JoJo up top. So now we'll probably see JoJo mostly on attack this year and be our quarterback back there. So it's great having him back and healthy. He had hinted to it out of high school, so we know there is some interest. And I think as a coaching staff, we kind of look at the guys that are here and the guys coming back, and if they we kind of like it if they hint to the fact that they might want number 22. Then I think it's great that they feel that they want the challenge of wearing number 22, and I think some guys are going to look at you and go, hey coach, I'm not sure I want to have that target on my back. So I think he did, and we're happy to give it to him. I think he'll wear it well.
Coach, can you talk about the message that the senior class has been sending to the underclassmen?
Well, I think that as we touched on a little bit earlier with the motivation coming into this season, I think that you've got a large group of freshmen. It's not like we are sprinkling, one or two attackmen into the mix, and maybe a midfield here, 6, 7 middies, and 3, 4, 5 attackmen, defensemen, long poles, short sticks, a goalie. So it's a whole new group, and the seniors have to do a lot of teaching. They've got to lead by example on and off the field. So I think that we've got that many newcomers. We're happy that we have a senior group like we do to kind of spread that message to them, the rights and wrongs, do's and don'ts, and what it takes to be successful on a Division I lacrosse team, especially here at Syracuse University. Well, I think we're young and old, and I think that experience means a lot. And the kind of schedule that we have and the teams that we play against helps prepare us, for the following season. So, we'll see. We have been going about 5 weeks in the fall, and this is the first day of spring practice. There is some good ability in the freshman class, but I think as far as learning the system, the offenses and defenses, I think the freshmen will be probably the first ones to tell you that they're not there with the upperclassmen yet. So we'll see in the next few weeks if we can sprinkle a couple of freshmen in with the older guys, see who really steps up, see who learned in the fall and has come back ready to pick things up in the spring. This morning was all about, got some stick drills in, some shooting in, loosening up, and it was all about going over fall again. To put in 2 offenses, reviewed two offenses, went over the whole defense with the team. So we're just trying to give them as much information and see who can absorb that and put it to use on the field.
Well, generally, they don't. A lot of guys don't redshirt. Are you going to start a little more at redshirt?
Yeah, and we have. We have in the past. I think every year we've had 3, 4, 5. The thing about red shirts is, you can put a red shirt on, but you can take it off. And but once you take it off, you can't put it back on. So that I think it's been probably difficult on the freshmen to come in because we want them to come in trying to earn a spot on the team, first of all, and then get a spot on the field, a playing position. So that we don't like to predetermine that redshirt spot because I think it takes a little bit of the motivation away. If a player comes in and goes, you know what, I'm not going to play this year, I'm going to learn the system, is he really going to push himself as hard as he can every day? And so we like him to come in trying to win a spot in a playing position on the field. And then as we go through the fall, at least put that opportunity out there. And we really didn't do anything in the fall that constituted a year of eligibility because we had an inter-squad scrimmage instead of going against another team. So all the freshmen are technically red shirts today, and if they can earn a spot, get out there in the scrimmages, and it looks like they're going to play on a regular game situation, then great, we will. If it halfway through the season, somebody really steps up and they were going to redshirt, but now they're going to be second midfield, fourth attack, whatever it might be, and they're going to get some good game time and help the team out and get some good game experience, then we'll do that. We'll take it off and throw them out there. So nothing's predetermined at this point.
When you look at the number of players, veterans, going into camp, what are the positions specifically that you're saying, this is what we need to do, this is
Well, we used 5 attackmen last year. 2 are gone, so we've got 3 back, and we've got actually a 4th one that got some game time last year in that position. With Miller, Thompson, Amadon, up top, we've got 3, 4 guys. Gilbert's a senior. We've got a good group there coming back, so we would concentrate more on the depth in the midfield than maybe the first group to start with. And we graduated Matt Tierney at close defense, so who will step up and take his spot? Although with Guadagnola back, Fazio, Hamlin, we've got a good group. Harris has done a terrific job as a freshman coming in. So we'll be able to pick someone out. The cupboards aren't bare there. But you go back and talked about the preseason #1 ranking. We got some guys back, but we lost the first round of the playoffs. So I'm not sure that we're deserving of that, and we have that big target on our back. But I think a lot of players come to Syracuse, to be #1. And obviously, it's more important to be #1 at the end of the year than it is at the beginning of the year. But I think that's just a fact of life when you're wearing an orange jersey. I think he can. I think that every year we've seen growth, and I think you're exactly right that it was his best year last year. We threw him to the Wolves right away his freshman year, and we came out with a national championship. And, I've said from the get-go he's been probably the best clearing goalie in the country, maybe the best we've ever had in clearing situations. And the save has come along every year. And certainly last year it was there. He was as good a goalie or better goalie than anybody in the country with a save also, and then throw the clearing on top of it, especially with a fast-breaking team like Syracuse. It makes us that much better and that much harder to cover and stop our unsettled situations. So I think he can. I think he will. He comes to work every day. He certainly isn't a guy that, I'm first team All-American, I had the best percentages in the country last year, blah, blah, blah. He comes back, he's working as hard as he ever has, and I think he looks at it as his last go-around, and like the rest of the seniors, wasn't happy when he walked off the field last year in his last game. I think he's such a competitor. He's frustrated whenever he loses a game. So I'm not sure that that changed. If anything, it gave him some motivation for this year. But he's rarely happy with any kind of day that he puts in.
Coach, do you envision time Tom Palisik having a role in this team? And if so, how can he help?
It's a great question. You know, he got a couple goals against us last year down in Homewood when he was playing for Hopkins. And but it was the first we had scouted him, first we had seen him on the field, so we didn't know he was coming. We did look at him in high school. You know, had good vision, pretty good playmaker. Probably more assists than goals, but he's a very capable Dodger too. I think the biggest thing was he wasn't here in the fall. I think the early talk with him coming in, he'd get his feet on the ground, academically figure things out. But certainly, just like any freshman, we can take that red shirt off, and he can get out there. So a lot of it is how quickly can he pick things up and can he help the group. We do a lot more than people think offensively, and you throw 3 offenses in, zone offense, inbounds plays, a number of rides. It's a lot to pick up when we're going in about 3 weeks here. So we shall see. I hope so.